Anthropic weakened its safety pledge in the wake of the Pentagon's pressure campaign. Kalshi fined a MrBeast editor for insider trading. And Instagram will alert parents if teens repeatedly search for suicide or self-harm content. It's Thursday, February 26th, and here's a quick look at tech news this morning from Engadget. So, two stories about the Claude maker Anthropic broke on Tuesday that, when combined, arguably paint a chilling picture. First, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is reportedly pressuring Anthropic to yield its AI safeguards and give the military unrestrained access to its Claude AI chatbot. The company then chose to drop its centerpiece safety pledge, with the company saying it was modifying its responsible scaling policy to lower safety guardrails. Up until now, the company's core pledge has been to stop training new AI models unless specific safety guidelines can be guaranteed in advance. This policy, which set hard tripwires to halt development, was a big part of Anthropic's pitch to businesses and consumers. Now, its updated policy approaches safety relatively, rather than with strict red lines. Anthropic's quotes in an interview with Time sound reasonable enough in a vacuum, with Anthropic's chief science officer Jared Kaplan saying, "We felt that it would not actually help anyone for us to stop training AI models. We didn't really feel, with the rapid advance of AI, that it made sense for us to make unilateral commitments if competitors are blazing ahead." Neither Anthropic's announcement nor the Time exclusive mentioned the elephant in the room, the Pentagon's pressure campaign. On Tuesday, Axios reported that Hegseth told Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei that the company has until Friday to give the military unfettered access to its AI model or face penalties. The company has reportedly offered to adopt its usage policies for the Pentagon. However, it would not allow its model to be used for the mass surveillance of Americans or weapons that fire without human involvement. If Anthropic does not relent, experts say its best bet would be legal action, but will the Pentagon's proposed penalties be enough to scare a profit-driven startup into compliance? Hegseth's threats reportedly include invoking the Defense Production Act, which gives the president authority to direct private companies to prioritize certain contracts in the name of national defense. The military could also sever its contract with Anthropic and then designate it as a supply chain risk. That would force other companies working with the Pentagon to certify that Claude is not included in their workflows. Claude is the only AI model currently being used in the military's most sensitive work and was reportedly used in the Maduro raid in Venezuela, a topic Amodei is said to have raised with its partner, Palantir. Kalshi, one of several online prediction markets that have exploded in popularity in the last couple of years, has suspended one of YouTube MrBeast's video editors for insider trading. Now, that's according to a report by NPR. Besides being suspended from the platform for 2 years, Kalshi says the editor will also be required to pay a financial penalty that is 5 times his initial trade size. The editor traded in markets related to YouTube and specifically MrBeast. Kalshi said his transactions were initially flagged because of his near-perfect trading success on markets with low odds, which were statistically anomalous. Because trades are public on Kalshi, multiple users also flagged the trades as suspicious. Kalshi learned he was an employee of MrBeast during its investigation and determined he likely had access to material non-public information connected to his trading. Perhaps unsurprisingly, trading with insider information violates Kalshi's rules. Instagram is adding a new alert for the parents of teen users of its social media platform. The network will alert the adult if their child repeatedly searches for terms about suicide or self-harm in a short time frame. From that notification, the parent will optionally be able to access resources for having conversations with their teen about those topics. These alerts will begin rolling out for parental supervision users in the US, UK, Australia, and Canada next week, with later regions to be added in the future. Instagram said in a blog post, "We chose a threshold that requires a few searches within a short period of time. While that means we may sometimes notify parents when there may not be real cause for concern, we feel, and experts agree, that this is the right starting point. And we'll continue to monitor and listen to feedback to make sure we're in the right place." The platform reiterated that search results for terms connected to suicide and self-harm are blocked for teen younger users, and content about those topics is not shown to them under its current policies. Instagram also noted that a similar parental alert feature is in the works for its AI tools, but news on that is not expected until later this year. Thanks for listening. There's more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Will Shanklin, Ian Carlos Campbell, and Anna Washenko. And it was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.